Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 11. Before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So this episode kicks off with Dorothy in town. She's visiting Candace. She wants to support her for her music video. And the entire time that she is at Candace's house, she is throwing shade regarding her decorations. She just really hates the decor there. She told her couch looks like a couch from somebody's first apartment. Dorothy does a lot. Whatever happened to just being supportive? Whatever happened to, you're doing a great job. I love how you're decorating your new home. Let me know if you need any help. Her mom, it's something about Miss Dorothy I really am not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Candace either. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Then we see Giselle practicing driving with her daughter. And oh gosh, that was stressful. It really was. Her daughter is horrible when it comes to driving. She was all over the place. She almost ran over a cameraman. She was up on the curb. She said, which one is the brake? Which one is the gas? What? Then she said, how do I stop the car? Push the brake that your mama showed you a little bit ago. Listen, the only time that girl would get in the car with me is on the passenger seat. I would absolutely hire a driving school for her. And those people have the car with the extra brake on the other side. No, ma'am, you cannot be in my car like this. Oh yeah, nope. I'm telling you, I would think about packing her up and sending her down to Jamal. Hey, buddy, risk your life with this child. I can't have her driving me anywhere. I'm just saying, good luck, Grace. Good luck. Then we see Mia speaking to her mom. And her mom was letting her know that she was doing well. She was reading her Bible, and she tells her that she's focused on tomorrow. She's focused on the future. She has to let yesterday pass. And that was great. I loved hearing that. I love the thought of her mom just getting on with her life and having some happy moments in her life. However, we do find out that Mia has two brothers and a sister, and her mom lives with her sister, and it seems as if her sister may be a single mom, and so her mother is living there and helping her take care of her children. And it came off a little bit as if Mia was a little jealous of her mom's connection with her sister. It seems that Mia wants more time with her mom, or she wants her mom to spend more time with her children, and instead of her acting jealous and being a little standoffish, why doesn't she just sit down with her mom and tell her, Mom, I really would love to spend more time with you. I really am a little bit jealous about all the time you spend with my sister and her kids. I really want you to have the opportunity to spend some time with my kids and set up some play dates with her mom and her sister's children. Seriously, stop acting like this. You are being really passive aggressive. Then we see Mia have a conversation with Gordon, which, by the way, I am still liking Gordon. He is really good with those children, and he is really relaxed and calm when he's having conversations with her. She brings up to him about Chris being Candace's husbander, which is husband and manager. And, her and Gordon have a conversation about how it's not really good to mix business with your emotions. They were both saying that it doesn't really work well when you are married to your manager, or if you have some sort of supervisory position over your, spouse. And she was saying that when she married Gordon, he had those chiropractic franchises. And when she married him, she sort of came in and took over a little bit, and he was overseeing her job responsibilities, and it didn't go very well. Personally, I can understand that. I see where she's coming from, and I think that it's a bad idea for Chris to be her manager, not just because it interferes with their personal life, but because Chris is a chef, not an entertainment manager, and I just don't think it's a good fit. So then we see Karen talking to her business partner about her new candle, her 3-wick candle. And, she keeps mentioning how it's different. It's different. Wendy's candle is 1 wick. Girl, listen, it's a candle. She lets us know that her candle has been in the work for a year and a half. She has been behind the scenes working on her candle. And, you know, she says she's sure that Wendy's candle is absolutely lovely.
But there's no comparison. Mine is a 3-wick candle, and hers is a 1-wick. It's for a smaller area in your house, say a powder room.
Did you catch that shade? That was, you know, a small room with her 1 wick. You know what? If I ever come out with a lot of candles, I'm going to have 4 wicks. 4 wicks. Okay, Karen? I love Karen, but Karen, girl, you wrong. You wrong for that. So then the show moves over to Wendy, and she says that she has really been putting in work trying to get her business plan together. You know, Eddie told her she needed a business plan, and so did Karen. So she calls Eddie up with a box of candles, and she tells Eddie that she's ready to unveil her business plan, which goes on and on and on. I thought that Eddie was for sure gonna fall asleep.
So how much do the candles cost to make?
Let me get back to you on that.
You're gonna circle back with me?
I'm gonna circle back.
You have to put your financial projections in this business plan.
How much money have you invested in your business so far?
I have all my receipts. And so I need to input my receipts into a workbook, like an Excel sheet. And I need to like drag it down and then do the total box at the end.
Oh, you got a lot of shit to do.
Listen, no ma'am. Okay, this woman has 4 degrees. She is a professor at Johns Hopkins, but she cannot put together a good business plan. This makes no sense. To me, personally, the only way that this business is gonna get up and running is if Eddie takes over. Eddie is gonna need to come up with all the financials and do the daggone business plan. You're not fair to Eddie. This is ridiculous. Then we see Ashley head over to her Uncle Lump's house. Soon as her and those beautiful babies get there, she starts explaining to them what's going on with her uterus. And it was a little TMI, you know, for Uncle Lump and Uncle Lump's son. You know, they don't want to hear about it. They looked very uncomfortable talking about your uterus and everything else. I mean, seriously. Ashley then mentions that she doesn't think that her Uncle Lump still fully trusts Michael. Who does? Who does? None of us. Okay, not one of us fully trust him, but we're not married to him. So, you know, girl, you trust him. You trust him, okay? So then when she tells her family that Michael has decided to go into the movie business, the first thing I thought when he said movie business was he was going into porn. But then I said, you know, maybe not. But anyway, when she brings it up, Uncle Lump jumps right in. He's got his own ideas and opinions. He feels that Michael doesn't have any business jumping into the movie business because it has nothing to do with the real estate business, which is his main business. Then he lets her know that it's a lot of money involved. And when you have young children like that, you know, you can't just be hopping from business to business. And my first thought was, Uncle Lump, this is not your business. You know, Ashley jumps in and says that Michael's finances are stable enough for him to get into this business. And my thing is this, I do realize that Uncle Lump loves her, and I also realize that she tells Uncle Lump way too daggone much. But Uncle Lump, you can't control this man's finances or his business opportunities. That is not your business. I'm just saying, she seemed to be a little bit perturbed by Uncle Lump's comment, but the thing is as long as you keep telling him all of your business, the more he's gonna get in your business. You know what I'm saying? Stop telling him everything if you don't want his comments. So then we see Robin and Juan go look for some warehouse space for her business. She was letting everybody know how much she's making now, and she needs to get into a bigger space.
Nowadays, in a week, I sell out, grossing could be like $60,000.
So,
How much is something like this?
so these range from 17 to 2,000, depending on the size.
Okay, that's expensive.
Now, honey, listen, did you hear that? Did you hear that? She says that she was making about $60,000 a week, but then she balked at $2,000 a month for her warehouse space. And I said, well, ma'am, if you're making $60,000 a week with these hats and t-shirts and whatever else you're selling, why can't you come off $2,000? It was odd. It was odd to me. But of course, she then says that their house is $100,000 over budget, and Juan then tells her, you got to think big. This is your business. If you are truly devoted to this, you got to think big and come up off the $2,000 a month. And I say the same thing. If this business is really making as much money as you claim, come off the $2,000 for a little warehouse space. So then she asked him if he could be a little softer with her when he motivates her. And he tells her that he will do what he can, you know, to be a little softer with her when he is trying to, you know, motivate her. Personally, buddy, I agree with her when she says, put your whistle down. You are a coach on the courts. As soon as you walk in the front door, you are not a coach anymore. Stop it. I just don't like Juan. I don't know what it is, but I don't like her either. Here I go. Anyway, moving on. All the ladies show up for the video shoot, and Candace is not there. We find out the reason Candace is a little bit late is because she had just finished filming another one of her scenes for the video shoot and then drove over. Mia and Wendy get there first, and Candace's mom shows up, and Mia asks her mom how old she was. Now, everybody knows you're not supposed to ask a lady her age.
Because my mama will say, excuse me, how dare you ask my age? Don't worry about how old I am. Worry about how old you look.
Somehow, I think that Wendy was right on the money. I really see Wendy's mom saying something like that. I really do. So the ladies are all standing around. Once Candace gets there, the director lets her know that the cars have not shown up and they have got to hurry up and shoot this video before the sun goes down. They cannot, you know, make the sun stop going down, so they've got to hurry up. Anyway, it went on to a whole bunch of hurry up and wait. Just hurry up and sit here and wait. So at some point, the director comes over and he lets Candace know that the cars are not coming. They're going to have to improv. And as soon as he said that the cars aren't coming, the first thing that popped in my head was, you have all these ladies here and all these other people here that have beautiful, expensive cars. I've seen several Ranges and Benz and things like that. Use those cars. And so that's exactly what happened. Candace went to individual ladies and asked them if she could use their car in the video. Then we see Candace's mom voicing her opinion.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Is Chris getting paid as a manager?
You're not really officially, I don't think.
I'm not doing that.
Girl, I'm not doing
What happened?
Your friend is over
there being messy. Mia has come out. She over there asking if Chris is on payroll.
Is he?
That's none of my business.
I'd like to know.
I would not.
Well, if he is, he shouldn't be paid today. Doctor paid today, he ain't here.
Now, personally, I agree with Escala. Mia, that's not your business. It really isn't. Stay out of these people's business. You have your marriage with Gordon over here. Gordon is happy doing it your way. But now you over here in Chris and Candace's business, and it's not for you. You know, and Giselle makes that comment that she wanted to know how much too. You're nosy. You too are nosy. How much does your husband make? Is your husband getting paid? Cut it.
I don't think Mia has met Candace. So I would tell her to tread lightly.
Now, you know what? I have to agree with Wendy again. You don't know Candace like that. You really don't. And the way Candace acts, you saw the way she was all over Ashley. What in the world makes you think Candace won't come for you? Then, if you ask me, Wendy crossed the line. Wendy goes over to Candace and lets Candace know that Mia has been asking her mom all kinds of questions about Chris and how much does Chris make. And I thought it was not appropriate for the place or the time. She is already stressed out about these cars. You know, she's already in a position where her emotions are running high. And then you let her know that Mia's over there being shady. Not the right time.
I didn't take him to quit his job after she got married. I'll be a housewife. I know we might quit his job. Well, you know, the restaurant closed. All I want him to do is just move up, refine yourself.
This is her video shoot. Girl, Dorothy, get out my face with this.
Lord help me.
Pass me by, oh gentle Savior.
So we saw it. Miss Dorothy going on and on to Karen. And, you know, Karen does not want to be a part of this. She says, I do not need to be a part of this at all. Candace and I just made up. I don't need this. Chris shows up. He's got an attitude. He's upset. He says that he spoke to the car people at noon that day, and they told him that the cars would be there before 6 o'clock. And so he's extremely upset. But there's a couple people who are being extremely rude still.
He still has on an apron.
Chris!
He didn't want to take his apron off?
He was at the house cooking.
Oh, you're the house cooking.
He supposedly make money from that.
Do you think he's getting comfortable?
Hell yeah, he's doing some side gig.
Right.
So,
Right.
unemployment, I don't know.
That's a big old house.
I'm not saying anything about that.
Is Dottie saying that they're not paying for the house? I mean, is Dottie still paying for the mortgage?
You're the chef by trade, but you didn't bring us food. So you can't even do that.
I mean, seriously. Giselle kept on going on and on. He's wearing his apron. He still got his apron on. What did Jamal show up wearing? Wait a minute. Jamal didn't show up to nothing. Wait a minute. Jamal hasn't shown up. He's in your phone. Cut it. Leave this woman and her husband alone. I cannot wait for this reunion. I cannot wait for Candace to hand Giselle and Mia their butts. You know she's not going to let this go. She is not going to let this go. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.